Hello everyone, good news. Just a couple of more days to go until we're sailing towards brighter shores. We have had many requests to talk about combat, so that's exactly what we're doing today. Sit back and let's talk everything combat in brighter shores. So, closed beta has been a thing for Brighter Shores for a while now, but there is still a journalist embargo going on, so, out of respect, we're not talking about any leaks right here. We have simply compiled all knowledge of combat so far into this video, sprinkled with a couple of theories. Alrighty, let's jump right in.
So you want to join the Hopeport Town Guard? Then here's what you need to know.
Ah yes, a fellow recruit in the Hopeport Town Guard. You are looking to make a name for yourself. This soon turns out to be a more challenging role than you had anticipated, with a strange storm raging over the harbour and unrest from the local goblins. You will discover powerful magic sources and become one of the legendary classes of old. A Cryo Knight, Guardian, or Hammer Mage. Which is fortunate because something is corrupting the deepest reaches of the nearby Hope Forest, and only through the strength of your newfound powers will you be able to deal with it. I absolutely adore this opening for any type of game. This reminds me of the original Fable, starting off as a little farm boy, growing in to be a mighty hero for the people. This is exactly what we're getting here in Brighter Shores. Some point during the first 2 episodes you will pick a class, whether that's the Cryo Knight, who's the melee, the Guardian, the Ranger, or the Hammer Mage, the Wizard. You will decide. Each will have their strengths, each will have their weaknesses, each will have their vulnerabilities, each will have their immunities. So, make sure you pick the class right for you, but do not worry. Andrew Gower has given us 3 class slots, so we can try each one.
Come on, wake up.
So what exactly do I mean when I say things like vulnerabilities and immunities? So, just from looking at the footage, it seems that there's going to be certain creatures that will attack you with certain elemental forces, like necrotic damage, poison, etc. So, to counter this, you will have to switch out some gear pieces, or maybe switch out a different weapon to make the enemy more vulnerable to your attacks. By the looks of things, you'll need to switch out different pieces of gear to get the upper hand. You will also be managing things like your potions, ammo, spells, and special abilities. There's plenty of different weapons and armor to acquire during your adventure in the Brighter Shores to make your character unique. So maybe you just like punching thieves with a power fist from Fallout 3? Or you go for the more traditional bone mace. Sometimes it's best to keep things simple. So how does combat actually feel in Brighter Shores? So Andrew Gower has said that combat is kind of in its primitive stage right now, and always looking to be evolved over time of development. So on launch, players will not be able to engage in player versus player combat. Also, special attacks on epic weapons will not be in the game at launch, but it's something Andrew Gower is looking to get into the game as soon as possible. So there you have it, that is everything combat in Brighter Shores. There's a couple of things I didn't point out, like there's some leaderboards and there's some PvP leagues that were mentioned, but we don't know much about that, so there's no point talking about it. We will find out together when we dive in. I will see you all on the horizon of the Brighter Shores. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more Brighter Shores videos.